I've said this before, but NEWSone is trash. I don't know who writes the articles, who writes the clickbait titles. Like, it's just like, did they go to journalism school? It's garbage. And I did a video where I talked about Roland Martin defending his frat brother, but he hasn't spoken since he made those claims that we don't know what's going on. This apparently is not going away. Gillum just did Bill Maher. I don't know when it was taped, but this dude is still making appearances apparently. I thought he was in rehab. It had to tape a couple weeks back, but he did do Bill Maher. I don't watch the show no more, so I don't know when that aired. But I'm just perplexed at how heterosexual black men be minding our own goddamn business, and then some fruitcake, either feminist or Madame Noir, hashtag root articles, my bad, they start blaming straight black men for this. Dr. Cleo Malago, the homosexual black man who's pro-blackity black, but he's anti-interracial relationships, which is confusing to me because, like, I'm sure that, you know, you're closer on their team than you are to the black community. But nevertheless, he shared it saying, this is for your information. He shared this article too. And I'm confused at, like, what are we forgiving? What are we supporting? What are we doing here? Like, y'all gave Stormy Daniels, CNN, hours with Michael Avenatti, and, you know, Anderson Cooper did a hour-long special with her. She was on The View, did her whole spew through the media to point out Trump's inconsistencies and his failures and whatnot. Now, Trump beat the case. He ended up suing her because she signed the NDA and she lied, and she had to pay him. Then Michael Avenatti stole a lot of her money, so now he's going to jail for some other shit. Nonetheless, what does that have to do with Gillum, right? Another, sorry, I forgot her name, the one chick, Miss Hollywood, she does videos with Boyce Watkins. She's going back and forth talking about, I'm disappointed in him. I wanted him to be the next Barack. What, again, can you tell me what Gillum has done? Shit, what did Obama do that you want him to be the next Obama, first of all, Miss Black Hollywood? But what evidence of anything tangible can say I want him to be? It's almost like you're saying you like the political swag he had, where he talks in circles and doesn't answer real questions and plays the moral high ground. Because that's all I can see. Like, okay, maybe it's the image of the black wife and the beautiful black children. Is that it? Because policy-wise, you can't say that he's had something, like, he's been very LBG alpha to people. He's been very anti-gun, which I'm sure a lot of black men don't like. He's very anti-school choice, which a lot of black women don't like. That's why he lost in Florida. At least enough of them to the point where he didn't get 90+% of their vote. 18% of the women voted for the guy who said "monkey it up." But I'm just perplexed at this whole situation. It's getting out of hand. Like, I get people have cognitive dissonance when it's their team and their turn and they want to rally behind, but a lot of y'all can't make the argument when y'all stay on Trump's neck for all his fuck shit. But now your guy, who you thought was going to be Obama 2.0, that he got caught up in some shit. Obama beat his shit with the Larry Sinclair thing and the cocaine and all that stuff. He got rumors too in the bathhouses with Chicago and all that stuff. He beat all that. There was no tapes or no pictures of him on social media bent over with throw up and booty stains all over the place. Obama cool. We can't. Those are just allegedly, right? But Gillum, we can't allegedly no more. We all seen the pictures. He admitted to being in the room. Yet, for some reason, black people are saying it's a setup still. Like, huh? And not only that, but now it's being turned into black men. You need to stand with Andrew Gillum. No. Why? How does... I get what a lot of sisters online, the divestment chicks and the colorist chicks and, you know, all those women, everything's the black man's fault. It's a plane, it's a bird. No, it's the black man's fault. We did it. No, it's an asteroid, bitch. It ain't our fault. But now the alphabet people are getting into the space, and it's like, it reminds me of Jessie Smollett. When I watched the Grapevine video, and a lot of the black men didn't agree because we thought the man was lying. Lucius lying his ass off. We got attacked because we didn't jump on the bandwagon. We didn't have this knee-jerk reaction to defend something we thought was wrong. Same thing. Lonnie Love just said the same dumb shit. She's like, well, why do you think the black community and black men didn't stand on him because he's gay? Like, no, that's not an argument. We knew he was lying. We didn't believe the story. And that goes into a different conversation of how a lot of sisters want us to react with the knee-jerk emotional reaction without taking their time to think and process information, as men should do, and make moves off of that. And we're not going to do that, whether it's be for your mudbutt Gillum or Jessie Smollett, or even a sister who does some stuff out of pocket. We're going to look at the evidence, look at the information, and then make a decision. We're not going to respond like you do. But anyways, that's just my quick video. NEWSone, this is like their third article trying to defend him, and after the defending thing is not working, now they're shifting the blame to black men. 90% of black men in Florida voted for this fruitcake. Black women didn't, and they didn't get any. I'm not saying they should because they voted their interests, right? But I'm saying there was conversations, speculating and breaking it down. Roland Martin had a segment with her sister that was supposed to be an expert in polls and stuff, but she didn't know what the hell she was talking about. But they couldn't explain why so many black women didn't vote for Gillum, why he didn't get that 90+% like usually black women do. We know why. It was school choice. Or maybe they just saw the gaydar and knew the man was a fruitcake and a phony. Nonetheless, they were allowed the freedom to vote for their own interests and not get articles questioning how they voted, why they did what they did. But this man, a married man with children, goes out and steps out on his wife, does some fruitcake shit, and now we have to step up and help him and support him. How? How is this our problem? Don't you think the alphabet black men should probably help up and stand up for Gillum? The men who are all been in the closet and came out already and are free to do what they want to do, they can come up and support him. But why do heterosexual black men have to do anything with this? Yes, he's about to get tarred and feathered in the media. He's about to get that smoke. And all the energy you've given to Republicans who've been caught up in these situations, y'all going to have to give to Gillum too. He's not getting the pass. It's not going away. It is what it is. And the fact that he's suing now and y'all keep writing these dumbass articles is drawing the story out, making it go worse. It's not. Coronavirus is going on, and we still talking about this because y'all want to rebuttal. Just let it go. If y'all would have just been quiet, let it go. If the pictures came, he gave a statement. No articles. No Roland Martin on his show trying to defend him, talking about we don't know what happened in that room. Roland, you know what happened in that room because you act like you've been in one of those rooms before. All that sassiness you be throwing out there. An open letter to Andrew Gillum calls on black men to support him. Challenges media. What media? What don't we know? What didn't we see? I know that right now that drug abuse is like a sympathy thing. We've been criticizing white folks for that. We've been criticizing saying we don't care about the opioid epidemic. Dave Chappelle made a joke about that. I agree. I don't view crackheads when I was growing up as some type of victims. I didn't look at that in that situation. I didn't think that they should get more time for people who snorted coke. But I didn't look at them as some like, yo, you can't come over my house. You can't come through. I don't trust you. You steal. I don't want you around. That's how I've always looked at junkies. Yeah, that's just me. But now black people want to hop on the sympathetic. He was an alcoholic and we got a fair, like, huh? Again, the whole argument that he's depressed and this and that. His brand and bag got bigger losing the election. He probably got more donations and more money and more opportunities to do other things because he lost. Yes, he could have been in somebody's White House on a Democratic ticket side in some form or fashion. So how you gonna say that depressed you? Like, no, your bag and brand got bigger. And now you fudge it up by getting caught out there doing a little bit too much. And heterosexual black men, according to hashtag NEWSone, Rude Articles, and Ebony Essence, all them trash anti-black male articles, writer places. Now we gotta plea out. Why? It's not black straight man's responsibility to defend Gillum or Jessie Smollett. Let the alphabet black men do that, and black women continue who are silly. How do we keep saying him like he's a victim and not his child? I'm gonna say I'm not gonna blame her because I don't know. But looking at the research, listening to some of these moist brothers on YouTube saying they went to school around him, and it was a known circle of these political candidates who are groomed to be politicians and presidents, and they run in those circles, and there's a lot of fruitcakeness in that. And the women know that these men are in that situation because it's a trade-off for them because they want a lifestyle. I don't know that, but the kids are innocent and they shouldn't be a part of this. And he did embarrass them. And at the end of the day, the wife could come out and say she didn't know, get the book, get the bag, and then come out acting like she's healthy, happy, and more LBGT alphabet people shit pushed in the black community. Boom. I didn't do a video about it, but I wanted to because this is a side note, but Fran Drescher's story is like that. Fran Drescher was married to a dude for years, had kids, all that, and he turned out to come out the closet, halfway through a 10 to 15 year marriage. And then she's on TV acting all happy-go-lucky, and she wrote a show about it. And I knew it was propaganda when, I don't know how well the show did or what happened with it. I might look after I do this video, but I know she chose a black woman and couple to do that. And I'm like, why? Why would you choose black people to do that type of story? Like, there's already enough broken homes and broken families and bad relationships on TV, but why would you give that story to a black woman to do? That should have been yours. That you should have kept that one, or gave it to a Latino community or the Chinese community. You wouldn't give it to them because they don't play that bullshit. But you wanted to make that imagery of a black woman finding out her husband of so many years was come out of the closet or whatever. I saw the tactics in that. That's my video. I'm out. No, it's not our fault. No, we don't have to stand with Gillum. I'm not even a Democrat, so I wasn't standing with him anyways. But after this, no. Any toe-tapping Republican that gets caught out there, you a bad look. You're shunned and go away. And they go away. Like, think about that. All the toe-tapping Republicans get caught out there. They get exposed. They get caught out there. And we don't hear nothing from them again. They gone. There was one dude who had, he got caught up in a hotel with a little Asian boy. Prostitute. Republican. I think it was in Arizona. Like 2-3 years ago. Got in trouble for prostitution, which is legal, obviously. And haven't heard his name in the media and headlines ever again because they let that shit go. They not trying to put him at the front of the line and defend him. Fox News and all the conservative outlets aren't writing articles about why white heterosexual men need to stand with this fruitcake Republican who got caught up in the hotel and prostitution. They not doing that. Why are we doing that? Let him fall on his sword. Pause, pun intended.
Oh my God, is that Tony, Judy's ex-boyfriend?
Now it all makes sense. This is the reason Tony broke Judy's heart in college. Now, why couldn't he have just been honest with her back then?
Yes, sweetie, he's the black you.
Fran? Peter? Hey!
Hi.
Hey, Tony! How are you? I mean, what's it been, like 20 years?
Yes, God.
Well, you guys haven't changed a bit.
Oh, thanks. Well, he has. He came out a few years ago.
You didn't know this guy was gay in college?
Well, he wasn't gay then, right?
Gotta say, still sexy as ever.
Oh, well, thank you, Tony.
Correction, the TV show is called Happily Divorced with Fran Drescher, which is based off her real life. I remember watching an interview like 8 years ago or whatever, and she was talking about shopping the show around, and the idea was to have someone else play the show, not her. She was going to executive produce and all that stuff, but I don't know what happened with that, but she didn't pick the black woman to be her character. She chose to play herself in the movie. In the TV show, but I do remember her saying that she had a specific person in mind that was going to be her that was not her, but I don't know what happened with that. The show clearly didn't get it didn't pop off because I'd never seen it on TV. I saw like maybe one commercial for it a few years back, but it got canceled after a season, I think. But yeah, she played herself. She did not give this show to a black woman to portray her life story and whatever, which is good. I'm glad they didn't do that.